Another week, boys, and another TWAB. This week in Destiny, we are finding fire teams in new ways. We know you're enjoying this new way to connect with players, either as a new light looking for guardians for help, or as a veteran willing to share their wisdom. No matter the situation, we are happy to implement 2 additional ways to use Fireteam Finder. Here's what we've been cooking for this one. Thank you, Joe. Get a first look at our latest partnership, Fireteam Finder, on your phone and on Bungie.net. What? Double rewards for Nightfall completions approaching. Relic will be back in rotation next week, increasing Wishing Glass Shard drop rates in the cool starting Tuesday. Sword Bounty completed. Yay. And Game to Give live stream today. A new batch of cinematics for our cutscene archive. Our final Prime Gaming drop is available today. And the weekly player support report and our Art of the Movie of the Week winners. All right, let's do this. Thank you, Joe. Today, we'd like to take a moment to say a special farewell to our very own Joe Blackburn. You may know him as the game director of Destiny 2, but for the hundreds of team members who come together to work on this game every day, we know him as a friend, teammate, and a Titan main guardian with the best 1v1 overload Minotaur plan anyone has ever seen. Oh, that's so good. And while our friendship with Joe continues on, so does the closing and polish process for the final shape, our episodes, and our future redacted plans. And we cannot be more excited to announce that these future efforts are already being game directed by the Halo, Myth, and Destiny veteran Tyson Green. If you follow Bungie for any length of time, you've already heard Tyson's name and seen his face, or at least his hat, in our mini Vinox, and you certainly enjoyed the work of the many different teams he has led, from leading multiplayer and Forge efforts in Halo 3 to most recently supporting the development of Fireteam Finder, among many other efforts. Tyson's creativity and expertise have been a critical part of Bungie's success and legacy. Now here's more from Tyson himself. My time working with Bungie started with Myth 2 back in 1998 and has carried through almost every product we've released since. I've been pleased to be a part of Destiny from essentially the beginning, from early days introducing loot to our shooter culture to more recent days guiding the brilliant teams responsible for the breadth of Destiny's core systems, reward, combat, activity, social, and commerce systems. Joe has always brought a lot of energy and creative vigor to the team, and it's been a pleasure to work on Destiny with him as a teammate and a friend. I expect we're going to miss him terribly. To step into his role is humbling, but also energizing, and I look forward to carrying on his work and service to our players and our team. My passion as a developer has always been to build the supports around which a community can grow. I came to Bungie from the fan community and aspire to build things that players can share as common interests, from Halo 3's Forge and file share systems to Destiny's build crafting and Fireteam Finder. I am proudest of the things that bring our community together in collaboration. I look forward to more such opportunities in the final shape and the years of Destiny beyond. All right, guys, for those wondering what's going on, Joe Blackburn, who is the Destiny 2 game director, was the Destiny 2 game director. The final shape will be his last expansion. Tyson Green is going to be taking over. He is going to be leading Destiny 2 here going forward. He is a veteran that's been with Destiny for years. We, of course, are going to miss Joe. I'm also excited, though, to see what Tyson is going to do with his seniority and for as long as he's been there with Destiny and with his track record. I wonder, with him being in this role, what are the things he's going to push creatively for us, right? And with him having that seniority, is he going to be allowed to do it? Because that's the other thing. That's the other thing people forget about. It's not just, do you have the credentials? The other thing is, hey, can you pick up the phone and say, hey, Pete or whoever, Luke, whoever it may be, we need to make this change. And will they listen? That's the other thing. Will they listen? And I'm hoping with them having the seniority, they will listen. And I hope that Tyson has ideas that they can capitalize on. I'm Commander Shepard, and this is our last collaboration in the last city. We know you're all busy with collaborations, but this Tuesday we announced something new. Ornament sets inspired by Commander Shepard, Garrus Valkyrian, and Dr. Liara Tassoni are coming to Destiny 2 on February the 13th. To celebrate this awesome partnership with BioWare, we'll also have an exotic sparrow, an exotic ship, and an exotic ghost available to all players at no cost, as well as a new finisher and an exotic emote at the Eververse sword, all inspired by the sci-fi universe where Reaper means more than a class item mod. We'll share more than details very soon, but for now, here's a preview of what's to come. By the way, everything else is free, not the armor sets itself, like the ornaments itself, but everything else is free. I also need to admit to something right now. I'm embarrassed to say this, guys. I never played Mass Effect. I'm sorry. Look. I promise. In light of this collaboration, I will play Mass Effect. Now, Fireteam Finder, looking forward. First off, we want to thank you for trying the new Fireteam Finder feature. We appreciate your patience and participation in the original raid stress test and the subsequent Fireteam Finder beta. We are humbled by the outpouring of positive feedback and suggestions. Please do keep them coming. Our focus in the coming months is to make the experience feel complete both in and out of the game. To that end, we have some new updates incoming. Companion app and game clients. For the uninitiated, the Destiny 2 companion app boosts a well-loved looking for group LFG tool called Find Fireteam, and we're hard at work updating it with more unified experience across the Destiny 2 companion app, game client, and eventually Bungie.com. In a future update, players will be able to create and join Fireteam Finder lobbies from their mobile device and from within the game. Like the in-game version, this initial release of Fireteam Finder on the Destiny 2 companion app will be part of a beta experience, so we welcome your continued feedback. Wait, hold up. Players will be able to create and join Fireteam Finder lobbies from their mobile devices? All right, so you're going to be able to pick the activity like you would in Fireteam Finder. And I guess, what, you have to be logged into Destiny, hit the button, and then it summons the people or joins you on the people. Is that right? That's amazing. Dude, can you imagine? Hit a button on your phone, logs your character in, puts you in Fireteam Finder, puts you in a fire team, hit another button, apply thy build, and then you just jump right in the game. Now, in-game updates. Next, we're hard at work on some exciting in-game updates as well. We've already made significant strides in improving the Fireteam Finder feature, with over 60 bug fixes and quality of life improvements presently in-game. Some highlights of these changes include an animated sheen when the lobby host has new pending applications, improved text chat channel color legibility, and improved performance when inspecting players through Fireteam Finder applications. In the near future, be on the lookout for other improvements, including Fireteam Finder lobby voice chats, friend invites to Fireteam Finder lobbies, improved menu-to-menu flow, better feedback when you apply to lobbies, and last but not least, the roster will once again fit 12 Guardians on the nearby column. All in, there are an additional 70 bug fixes and quality of life improvements slated for the next 6 to 8 months, many of which come directly from the community feedback. Now, let me just say, Fireteam Finder has been an excellent thing Bungie has given us in-game. What I would love to see is, I would actually love to see little titles that people get that they actually can't take off. For my people that notoriously quit within 5 minutes of a GM because maybe you died to some bullcrap and you're like, oh, I'm not going to play this out. I'm just going to quit, right? And I would just like just a little title to pop up next to them that says quitter, you know, or thrower. Like if somebody just goes in there and throws constantly, just a title like that. But on the other side of things, I would also like good titles, right? You know, clutcher, you know, hop in thy backpack. I don't know, something that represents that player, a reputation system, if you will, right? But it's a reputation. You could change your reputation, but the way this reputation system needs to be is like it just sticks with you. It just constantly just goes with you from Fireteam to Fireteam. It's like gonorrhea. It won't go away easily. And I think if Bungie made that change, that would be the final change to Fireteam Finder that really seals things up and makes it complete there. All right. By the numbers. Now we're seeing that groups formed in Fireteam Finder are completing activities at similar rates to other LFG tools. Top 3 activities: Dungeons 32%, Strike 32%, Raids 23%. Oh, nice. Nice. Look at these completion times. Dang. Look at that. Pump it, baby. Pump it. I like it. Dungeon performance, very solid. Very solid. All right. Now, double the Uzume next week. Next week, not only will Uzume RR4, an amazing sniper rifle both for PvE and PvP, be the weekly reward for Nightfall completions, but Zavala is feeling generous and will give away double rewards and increased reputation. What better moment to get a hold of that 4 times the charm deconstruct roll? Or maybe you prefer the snapshot incandescent roll. What? Deconstruct, Bungie? Is that a hint? Is that a hint that deconstruct is going to be meta at some point? I feel like now I have to get a deconstruct roll. Either the TWAB writers here don't know what deconstruct does, or this is a hint that deconstruct is going to be good. Now, if you just need to finish a Grandmaster Nightfall for Guardian ranks or the Conqueror title, that's fine too. Remember, you will have access to all you haven't completed yet, so you can earn it in a single sitting. And you can use Fireteam Finder to find a group willing to help you. All right. Relic is back. Relic is one of our new PvP modes where proficiency with tools we've used in the past is rewarded with loot and Shakta's highly motivational screaming. Starting next Tuesday, Relic will be back for 4 weeks. The Aegis, the Synaptic Spear, the Scythe awaits you. Now, increased shard drop rates in the coil. Back in the first few days of Season of the Wish, as players were just starting to wrap their heads around the coil, we saw platinum success rates of around 35 to 50%, which were a bit lower than we expected. Based on the data at the time, we announced plans to make the activity a bit more forgiving for players to reach platinum in the future. However, by the end of the second week, we were already seeing 70 to 85% of all successful completions reaching platinum as players got better at tackling this activity. We're also, what was the modifier at that time? Closer together, right? Wasn't that was the modifier for week 1, correct? Now, on top of that, roughly half of those teams didn't even kill the glass collector to reach their score. These numbers have held steady through the season so far, but we're here to give everyone else a little nudge. Even with these high numbers in mind, we still want to make sure more players get their hands on all the sweet loot waiting for them at the end of a platinum run. Starting on February 6th, we'll be increasing the Wishing Glass Shard drop rates from defeating enemies in the coil to make hitting platinum even more achievable, so good luck out there. For those wondering what this is probably going to mean is you don't have to go for the glass collector, right? If you happen to miss the glass collector, you should be good. But yeah, coil should be easier to reach that platinum, which you definitely want to get platinum if you're trying to get the most rewards, right? All right, we reached 7,777,777 sword kills. Guys, I'm gonna say congratulations to all of you. I contributed nothing to this. With that being said, yes, we have an emblem here for us. You did it, Guardians. Thank you for taking care of our little pest problem with Garo. Enjoy some well-deserved time off traveling the beautiful lands of Toussaint. As we promised, here's a universal code for the Adventurous Spirit emblem. All right, what is the code? Here we go. There's the code. Now, last days to support Game to Give. The return of our Game to Give charity live stream is here, live today from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the Bungie Foundation's official Twitch channel. Join VIP special guest Todd Havercorn, Drifter himself, Bungie creators Pika Peach and Leopard, and the team at Bungie, including our very own global community lead, Cosmo, as they rally the community to do some good through gaming, fun, and prizes. Nice. Now, the stream will be filled with prizes, an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at how Drifter came to life, and some spicy fun. There are so many ways to get involved. Earn a prize, we'll spin. It's stocked with signed collectibles, emblems, and even a studio tour. Send a debuff to our gamers because there's nothing like playing along. Hang out in the chat, keep an eye out for chances to win several giveaways, and watch on Twitch drops. Spread the word, bring a friend, and enjoy the show. And earn the Traveler's Wish emblem for watching the Twitch drops. Wow, they actually have Twitch drops for that. Don't forget that Game to Give officially ends Sunday night, February 4th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific. This is your last chance to earn this year's exclusive items before the vault closes again. All right, wonderful stuff there, guys. Now, fine additions to our cutscenes collection. Today, we're expanding our cutscene archive with 4 more long-form videos. Our collection is available on YouTube for everyone watching full, but if you just want to refresh what we just added, you could do so below. We'll keep expanding it in the following months. All right, little stuff here to get people on board with the lore. We've got some Prime Gaming rewards. Starting today, February 1st, players will have 4 new items available as part of Prime Gaming rewards. This is what you will get. We got a Sparrow exotic ship, an emote, and a shader. Now, Bungie and Amazon started their Prime Gaming collaboration in January 2020, with today's drop marking the 49th bundle we've given away in Destiny 2 as part of the program. However, all good things must come to an end eventually, and this will also be the last Prime Gaming drop in Destiny 2 for the foreseeable future. Don't forget to pick it up before March 7th and grab your rewards at the kiosk before Raoul in the tower. For more information about Prime Gaming, check our support page. All right, this is the last Prime Gaming drop. Some known issues. Totem spawns and Warlord's Ruin dungeons are sometimes inconsistent. The Winter's Guile Exotic uses the term encased instead of frozen. Reprised Dreaming City weapons do not count towards the Cursebreaker title. Nothing about wish tokens being increased. Now, I do want us to cover one more thing. We're going to read this tweet from Luke Smith, and this is about the leadership changes. All right, so this was Luke Smith, and this was following the news that Joe was actually going to be stepping down. 2 things, but in 2 posts. 1 Joe, 2 Tyson. First, I remember interviewing Joe to join the raid team after Destiny's 2014 and simply hoping after our conversation that other interviewers would love what he could bring to Bungie as much as I did. They did. Then, when Joe rejoined Bungie as we were working on Beyond Light, ultimately taking over as Destiny 2 game director, he and the team truly delivered on the promise of an expansion with the Witch Queen. Other than himself and his family and his oh-so-lucky future co-workers, no one is as excited as the next step in his career as I am. He will undoubtedly be missed here. Second, Tyson, bless him and his lack of social media, Green, is one of the most senior and best developers not only on Destiny 2, but at Bungie. I remember late nights on Destiny's 2014 playtesting the game with Jason, Emmy, and Tyson as we all tried to translate the best feelings from WoW, MMOs, and games we loved into a first-person shooter. I remember Tyson and I worked closely during the Taken King. He and his teams worked to arrange the game into a giant quest line and our repeated attempts to itemize the end game and find a home for conspiracy theory. Tyson is a humble, thoughtful developer and one of the best game designers I've ever worked with. Your Guardians remain in, through Tyson and the Destiny 2 team, incredible hands. Back to where I was. See you soon. All right, so a glowing endorsement here from Luke. The point of this is we should definitely, not that we have a choice, but we should definitely give Tyson a chance here. All right. That's what I'm taking away from that. Now, everybody's freaking out right now about Prime Gaming. Oh, what did we miss here? All right, as a final note here from Bungie, though, for this week. And that's the tweet for this week. We hope you're having fun completing Riven's wishes and your moments of triumph for the Nightfall gear. We've got a lot to talk about in the coming weeks. Want a sneak peek? Okay, fine. Come a little closer. Rewards refresh. Until then, Guardians, Destiny 2 community team. Rewards refresh. What? Are we getting a... What? Guys, I don't know what rewards refresh is, but let me tell you something. If we get a craftable Fatebringer, if Vault of Glass gets red border weapons, Garden of Salvation gets red border weapons, I am going to be grinding my ass off. We need to find the cheese. We need to find the farms, dude. We are back. At least for a good month, we are back. That's your TWAB. Have a good rest of your week.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.